I just can't live without adrenaline. Like if I can't do like high adrenaline stuff, I don't even want to be alive. To be honest with you.
My next guest is going to be back in action, taking on Eryk Anders, UFC Fight Night, March 2nd. It is Jamie Pickett, live from the car right now. Jamie, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, man?
Doing awesome. Thanks for fitting in some time. I imagine you were a little bit happy that this fight was not happening in Saudi Arabia like it was supposed to be, right? A little bit closer to home, fighting in Vegas.
I hate Vegas because I fought so many times there. I wanted to go to Saudi Arabia. I
Okay.
wanted to go there.
Okay.
Never been, so I was like, oh, it'd be a experience.
When did you find out it had gotten moved to Vegas? Because we kind of all found out a little bit later.
I can't remember. Was it? It's probably maybe like a day before y'all did.
Okay. Gotcha. So,
Was it long?
nothing too crazy. And were you pretty familiar with Eryk when you heard about this fight, or was he one of those guys you had to look up?
Oh no, he's been in the UFC for a long time. I mean, he's been putting in work for years now. So I know I used to watch Eryk Anders. So
Okay.
I mean, getting to fight him was actually a privilege for me. I mean, I can say that I fought him, so I'm happy to fight him.
Stylistically, how are you looking at this fight? How do you feel like you match up against him?
I think it's a good fight. I think we both want to stand, so I think it's a good fight.
Tell me a little bit about training camp. Who've been some of the main guys helping you get ready for this one?
Yeah, I've been training obviously with John Salter, Joe Selecki, Chris Wyman, Tommy. He's an up and coming guy. Paul, another up and coming guy. Um, that's the names.
Good mix, right?
I
You
got
got a
some other
former.
guys, but
I was going to say you got a former UFC champion in there. You've got obviously a bunch of UFC mainstays. So I'm sure you like the variety you're getting right now in camp.
yes, sir. It's been hard work every day.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, you got a full camp for this one, right? Plenty of notice.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, well that's good as well. I know never fun to talk about, but a losing streak, but any sort of added pressure in this fight coming off 3 losses.
Nah, man. There's no added pressure for me. I mean, I know what's been going on in my body, and people around me knows what's been going on. So we're just trying to get those things fixed,
Okay.
healthy, and I'm a lot healthier. I feel better now. So I'm ready to go to get a hold of this guy and see what happens, man. I mean, I want to feel his power. I want to feel everything. I want to see what's up.
Without going into too much detail, what are some of the health issues you've been dealing with?
Oh, I don't want to talk about that stuff. I kind of keep that. I don't tell people stuff because I don't want people like, oh, he's making excuses for his losses. So I don't
Well,
ever say
I'm
stuff.
asking you. So if you had brought it up and said, "Hey, this is why I'm losing," then I could understand. But I was just curious. You don't have to go into too much detail, but it's just something you've been trying to figure out for the last couple of fights, or is this something that's been going on longer than that? Like, can you give me a little bit of
It's
insight?
been going on for like a good year,
Okay.
but we've been doing some rehabbing and stuff to try to get that created. It's been happening in like fights. Like I was having problems in fights,
Okay.
having problems in training camp, having to like not train as much because I was putting pressure on a certain thing. I'm not gonna say what that is because I don't.
Yeah.
Eric
Yeah.
seems like a good guy, but I don't really know him like that. He might target it.
No, no, I don't
So,
blame you. I don't blame you for sure. So, is it one of those things
I've
you're
had some
feeling?
problems with that,
Are
but it's getting better.
I was going to say, is that one of those things you're kind of feeling a bit better going into this fight? Have you kind of narrowed it down to what the issue might be, or how are you feeling going into the fight with all your health issues?
Yeah, we know what it is now, and they've been we've been rehabbing it and getting it better, and getting some different like stem cells and stuff, getting things right. And I feel better, and I haven't had to back out of practice at all. I've been able to go strong the whole every training day, because usually I have to do like 3 training days and take a break, 2 training days and take a break because a certain part was having problems. But I've had every day I've been training and it's been holding up. So I don't want to jinx it, but I'm not too worried about it.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's fine. How much has camp differed this time around compared to before, just when you were dealing with all that? I'm sure, like you said, not missing practices, everything seems to be a lot more ideal.
That's the only difference. Me just being present every training camp and I mean every day training and putting in all that I can every day and just working on all the things I need to work on and my body being able to hold up. So
How has that impacted the weight cut? Is that going a bit smoother going into this fight? Not that you've ever had an issue making weight, but I'm sure that's something that's probably a little bit easier.
Weight is the hardest. I mean, it's not hard, but weight is always a problem because we think about it so much, especially me. I've always made weight, so I'm always I don't ever want to miss weight, so I'm always like crazy about making weight.
Yeah, gotcha. Your corner, who will be in the cage with you on March 2nd?
Excuse me. John Salter. It's my main. David Mejia, who's always there, and Justin Stassi. See, my old coach Carlos, he's usually there, but I didn't use him this time because he told me he wasn't going to be in my corner because he was going to be in Saudi Arabia. So I got a whole new like training regimen, and then when they got moved, he said, "Oh, I can be your corner now." I'm like, I've already started training with everybody now. I don't want to like mix it. I want
Yeah.
to like switch it. So I'm just gonna keep what I got going on. But if that wouldn't have happened, he would have been in my corner.
How do you see this fight playing out? How do you see it unfolding on March 2nd?
Mm, I see second round stoppage. I win.
Okay, I like it. I didn't even hesitate on that. How much do you factor in the layoff for him coming into the fight? Do you believe in cage rest or ring rest, whatever they call it?
Not with him. Eryk Anders is a complete dog. I mean, that dude has done everything. I mean, he's a person that you should definitely look up to.
Love it. That's great. I imagine this is the last fight on your contract, or what's sort of your contract status right now?
No, I can't again. I mean, the UFC just brings me back because for one, I've never turned down a fight
Right.
except for Alex Pereira. I turned down him because I wasn't gonna fight Alex Pereira for like the same money I was getting to fight No Name. They want to give me the same money to fight No Name to fight Alex Pereira, who had already beat the champion before. So I was like, nah. So I was like, nah, I ain't gonna fight him unless I got paid more. So then they gave me, what they gave me after that? They gave me, what's that dude name? Starpoli
Oh,
instead.
Sarapoli. Gotcha.
Yeah, gave him instead because they did ask me to fight Alex Pereira, and that's the only fight I said no to.
Gotcha. And that was a
Everybody
couple
else,
years ago, right? If I'm not mistaken.
yep, I said yes to everybody.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
The
Um,
only reason I said no to him because I was like, if I'm fighting him, I need to get paid what he would get paid to fight the champion because you know what I'm saying? Like, you see what he's done so far.
yeah. No, I agree. Definitely got to think about your career that way. Did you watch the Super Bowl? If so, what did you think?
I don't watch sports unless it's like motocross or bull riding. I'm an extremist guy. I don't know if I'm always like skydiving and four wheeling and bulls. So I don't watch football and stuff like that or basketball unless it's Duke versus Carolina. I'm a Duke fan.
Okay, there we go. Little bit of sports stuff there. I know it's still early in the year, but I know you like doing stuff during the summer and planning out, outdoor stuff. Do you have anything lined up this year? Because I know you're big on the outdoors.
Yes, man. Yes, I plan on going to Hatfields versus McCoy's Ranch. Me and my buddies taking out side by sides and four wheels. We're gonna spend the whole weekend out there with our families and drink and do some wild stuff.
That's good. Do you ever worry about like getting injured for fights or anything, or are you just like, I gotta enjoy life?
Well, when I have fights, I cut everything back.
Mhm.
When I don't have a fight, I'm just like, yeah. I just can't live without adrenaline. Like if I can't do stuff like high adrenaline stuff, I don't even want to be alive. To be honest with you,
Okay.
Earth is boring.
I get it. I get it. I like the attitude, and obviously, this is a big fight coming up here, March 2nd, UFC Fight Night. Jamie, thanks so much for doing this. I know you're a busy guy. If there's anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media you want to mention, I'll give you the last word.
I always want to thank Fintrail Gear for quads Fintrail, and I want to thank Super ATV. I want to thank Jacksonville, North Carolina, um, Lejeune Power Sports, and LCA Promotions, Salty Dog Jiu Jitsu, Joe Selecki. Got to thank him. He's been, angel on my shoulder, and all my teammates, you, Lamont, everybody that's been helping me out and supporting me. my family.